Daddy Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer. Daddy Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 222, 222. Right.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here we go. 551, 551, 12 to go. Right.
Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Jets first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He tucks it and takes off. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Catches pretty good close. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason.
Here we go. We're good. Right.
They pitch it to him. Now right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Well, I'm not even sure how this happens, Kate. All it took was falling forward, and they are in 3 feet. Instead, this is one of their biggest losses of the game, and if this series doesn't end in 6, well, they can have that play to thank for it.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. It's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He fields it from the 8. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals finish up their opening drive. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58. All right.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here we go, son. Hey, 331, 331. Hey, can. Good night.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son. Sit right.
3rd and long for him here. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
222, 222. 11. Good night.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Angel. Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Chased out to his right. Has it at the 7. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the
EQ.
4-yard line.
Easy. Here we go. All right.
Fields looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Move 58, move 58, go.
Fields to throw it. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets break the tie here in the first. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Gain of 26 yards there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down, Bengals.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals making a 1-point game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight.
Off play action, it's Fields. Buying some time right. Got for big yards on the right side. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down throw for Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly.
Don't jump,
He can take it to the house.
Fields now on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking to throw Fields. He's got it in close. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets break the tie here in the first.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. It's Henderson on the give. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 21-14 our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Working now from the gun. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one gains 7. And the Bengals have a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Run right side, Henderson. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Pete, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down, looking for options. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They look to throw. He's got a man left. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
Their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go. Go.
Field throwing here. Taking a deep shot here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Here we go. 551. 551. Hey. 551. Right.
Fields on third. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they got home, sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38. They give now to Henderson. He finds space, middle of the field. And he cuts it back right. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Get your money, y'all. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rush to my shut it down. When the mirror, get your money up. The people I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good. Tonight.
Toss to the right side. They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go, son.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, son. 3-19, right, son.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fields out of the gun. Fits it through the middle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday night primetime on the other side. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 32.
First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing it again here. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Spins out of one side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
At the 43-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Dancing on the slant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Henderson here from the gun. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Brought in. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 8.
He'll call his own number. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal.
Here we go, 19, rock, rock, roll, 80. Track at 60.
Third and long for him here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Can. 19, up. Easy.
He'll throw it. He's going to push one deep down the right. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. He's going to field this at the 2. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Handoff heading left, Henderson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. They'll throw it. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Henderson on first and 10. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
19 Tigers.
Going out route complete. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. They'll go play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Again to throw on second. Has it downfield, working the left. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's go. Go.
Here's Henderson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Trying to throw this from the gun. Catch made. And we might be close to this lead growing again. And that play gives them a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Let's go now. Nice.
Henderson. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What do we call this, other than simply splendid?
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21.
22. Jets 21. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Here's Fields to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play in his drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but he sacked 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Don't jump. Ready? 3-19. Good. 11. Hey, can.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Henderson, running left. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
60 Eagles.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all one-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, we'll never, ever forget it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jonte Barron has it. So we get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception yet another one count.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Sticking with Henderson. And that's good for a few. He brings up 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make a 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Cowboy 8, go!
The give now to Henderson. Fights his way through a tackle. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone, his 5th on the ground. And now just one more return visit away from tying that NFL single-game record. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another carry for him. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Jets football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Mini base. Widen up. Here we go. Turbo, sir. Is that all right?
Air it out on third. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for a New York first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go, Scott. 58, who's here, Zach? Tonight.
No throw, 3rd and long. And they pick him off again! And the Bengals take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He cuts it right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They send a tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
19 Tigers, take up.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Bengals put this one away a long time ago. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. It's Henderson on the give. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Quarterback run here.
Let's go now.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
At the 60, at the 60. Go.
They draw it up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott.